abana bakakigani abatata nama bakomoka ngira rwandorwera omurinkore n'abarwani engabo z'abagendanwa ekindo muga mukuru baba besubwa omugabe wankore rubambansi nyakusinga.
So much fun, guys!
Akabatuma basingo manyatu batanama baba besubwa ekindi bakunde
ayiranga ninkusaba onyambe enseji ejwira umwirimo eshara yanje erizobane.
What's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Foreigner. Well, I'll keep on saying this, guys. I am a foreigner. I established this name, or I found out about myself when I was in South Africa from 2019 to 2025, around June, July there. I found out that I'm a foreigner. So I had so many times I wanted to be a YouTuber or a content creator. So when I found out that I'm a foreigner, or I realized that I'm a foreigner, I picked up this name, The Foreigner. So I became a foreigner, and I am planning to keep this name for the longest time ever. So guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, The Foreigner. Well, I am a foreigner, and I hope you are a foreigner, or you want to be a foreigner someday, or you've been a foreigner someday, or you whatever you are. Anyhow, guys, welcome to my channel. I'm so happy that you guys are watching me. I don't take your love and support for granted. If you're a first timer, I'd like to ask you to subscribe to this amazing channel, be part of this amazing family of foreigners. Let's chat, get to know us, get to see what I talk about, how many people I meet, what I talk about with them, or some of the experiences I bring to your table, or I bring to this amazing channel. Well, guys, today I'm so happy about this conversation that I'm gonna bring to your attention. Well, let me first put on my glasses. I had to do this because and sometimes people don't like it when they're being addressed by someone who is putting on shades or glasses. So I had to do this, then I do this later on. Well, guys, there's this information that has been making rounds on the internet, also on TV and radio. A group of Eritreans who were demanding to be recognized as Ugandans. Well, guys, I've been a foreigner in South Africa for 5 years, actually an illegal one to be specific. So I saw a group. Well, usually, South Africa, there's been this story about xenophobia, like blacks against blacks, or black South Africans hating on other Africans from the continent who want to come and take jobs and stuff like that. Like, pretty much that's the story about South Africa that you guys usually see on the internet. Well, now it's about Uganda. Well, firstly, what I want to do is to thank the government of Uganda, headed by the President, His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni Tebahaworwa, father to General Muhoozi Kainerugaba. Now, guys, I love this guy, honestly. Now, with my family background, my dad being an ex-army man or military guy, he has served like over 20 years in the Ugandan army. I love the army so much, so very much. So I respect the army. I respect every military man I come across. And for Uganda, it's crazy. I even wanted to join the army, but that's a story for another day. So, guys, well, I want to thank His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for his continued patriotism and support for his country. I mean, it is imaginable. It's impeccable. It's incomparable. The Swahili men say it asiye kifani. What the kind of job he has done is incomparable. It has no equal. Well, I'm only saying this firstly because I love the guy genuinely. I love the gentleman, the old man. I really love him, and I could proudly say that I'm his grandson. I could whatever, great-grandson or grandson, whatever you want to call me, but I really love the man. Because now this topic brings me to ask, why do Eritreans want to become Ugandans or want to be recognized as Ugandans? Because I mean, if you'll be watching on internet, you'll be seeing people saying Uganda is bleeding, Uganda is not fine. Well, I could understand based on their little ideologies or issues they're fronting. But now if you see foreigners trying to come to this country that you guys are saying that it's bleeding, then I don't get it. I don't really get it. But anyhow, guys, I watched this video clearly about the Eritreans who wanted to be recognized as Ugandans, and then it brought me to another video of Indians who wanted to be recognized as Ugandans and also be given a tribe in Uganda. Then there's also a group of Rwandans who wanted to be recognized as Ugandans and be given passports, citizenship, IDs and stuff like that. So now I was like, now who is fooling who? Are the Ugandans saying that Uganda is bleeding, the ones fooling us, or the foreigners who want to be Ugandans, who want to be bleeding with us? But anyhow, guys, buckle up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, like, share and comment, and please, if you are gonna comment in opposition of what I'm saying or if what my opinion is, please be respectful, be mannered, be African, be Ugandan, be human, be Europe, be whatever you want to be, but respectful. You hear what I'm saying? So guys, let me unpack this. I actually went down, did my research about these groups of people who want to be recognized as Ugandans. I found this so fascinating because I wasted my time in South Africa being chased by immigration, when actually Uganda is a part of Africa. So many people want to be recognized as Ugandans. Now for me, I'm wasting my citizenship, man. Oh my God, I'm so lucky. You guys, you're so lucky to be Ugandans, huh? So now I shortlisted about 15 points why these guys should not be recognized as Ugandans. Guys, I'm not trying to be xenophobic. Guys, I'm not trying to be xenophobic or hate on fellow black people or fellow Africans, but this is why these guys should not be granted citizenship or recognized as Ugandans. Firstly, I was meant to comment or do a video about the Indians, but man, yeah, he's Museveni. He's a very peaceful man. He doesn't want to chase he doesn't want to chase people away from his country. He's so peaceful. I've forgotten the word. He's a revolutionary, but what is it, guys? Something to do with peacemaker or peacekeeper. Yeah, he's a peacekeeper. So, but for Indians, you wouldn't be doing this, guys. If Idi Amin was here, you wouldn't be. Guys, I'm sorry, but I mean, come on, India, it's very far, man. How many countries did you guys cross to come to Uganda to be? Man, Uganda is still a developing country, it's a struggling country, man. The economy is not yet, like one of our ministers said, our economy is, I'm not whistling nicely. Our economy is, no, it's not yet, it's now. So guys, India has a very bigger economy, GDP and all that stuff. You guys based on to categorize the country as big and developed. So Indians wouldn't be in this story. Indians, your case will be answered later. Let's first deal with Africans. Now for the Rwandans, maybe because most of them we can speak the same language, we understand each other, but also I'm coming for you. Now this one is the most recent for Eritreans. Now I shortlisted about 15 points, but I'm gonna, let's see if time is on my side, because actually I'm doing an economic activity right there. I'm grazing my father's cattle, so I want to get done with you and go deal with this business here. So now I shortlisted about 15 points. You guys should leave Uganda alone. If you want to be immigrants, but you cannot be citizens. No, I refuse, guys. Guys, this is so funny. I hope my South African audience watches this. I hope it watches this to maybe 10,000 views, because this is the story, man. Maybe we should talk about uniting Africa as one, because so many people all over the place, man. Guys, now let me break down these points and let's see if we're gonna agree or disagree on them. Well, my first point was these guys should follow the legal process, because citizenship is earned, it's not claimed. Well, guys, for sure, ERITREANS, my brothers. I don't know which language you guys speak easy, because I'm not quite sure if you guys in Eritrea speak Swahili. But citizenship is earned, it's not claimed. You cannot come out of the blue, pay some money to the media houses to come and record you demanding for citizenship. You don't demand for citizenship, you earn it, you work hard for it. Because for Ugandans, let's say for the president himself, he worked hard for it. He was Ugandan by birth and stuff like that, but he fought for independence, for this peace you guys want to be part of. So you don't just come out of the blue. If that was the case, even the Congolese would be here claiming that they demand for citizenship. So you guys from Eritrea, please, you don't claim citizenship, you earn it, you work hard for it. You should make a point for the immigration officers to understand that what you're asking for is really making sense. You don't ask citizenship from words. If that were the case, I would have done the same in South Africa and said, no, I demand for recognition as a Ugandan in South Africa. I want to be South African. But look at me now, I'm back in my country and now here in the jungle. Well, point number 2, national identity is tied to ancestry. National identity is tied to ancestry. Well, I know someone is going to say, no, there's dual citizenship and stuff like that, but in their case, they're not following the protocol or procedure of acquiring citizenship or nationality. For them, they are just demanding. As you can see, there's a video actually over the internet. I'll just take you the picture of those guys. They called the media teams, then they talked to them. They had their points just verbally. You can't come to a country randomly and then you claim nationality. No. It's tied to ancestry. Let's say my father is Ugandan, his father is Ugandan, his father, the father of my father is his great grandfather. His, like, you understand, his ancestry. For example, his tribe, my mother's side, her tribe. I mean, they all have a lot to do with Ugandan, because now you see, Eritreans, they speak different language from the Ugandan languages, and also it's alleged that Eritreans they are discriminatory, they are segregative. They cannot marry in Uganda, they cannot get married to Ugandans, they just want to keep into their circle. So if you don't want to be diverse, if you don't want to explore other tribes or other cultures, then why do you have to demand? Guys, the word is DEMAND, demand. They are demanding, they're not requesting, they are just demanding. It's like, man, the gentleman, the old man is giving us too much peace. Even the foreigners are now stepping on our tables, man. Well, let's go to point number 3, immigration versus belonging. Now, to me, it sounds like immigration or immigrants now are fighting or are in a tug of war with belonging. Now they feel so much what's the word? I'm missing some of my words today. I don't know what's wrong with me. Am I so excited? It feels like now immigrants are taking us for a ride. How would you come in someone's home and you want to be part of the family, like you want to be part of the decision making and all that stuff? So the next thing you're gonna hear that an Eritrean wants to be president. No, guys, that's too much. You have to take it down, guys. I usually hear my friends say, you have to lay low like an envelope, guys. I'm just learning English, so if I use a word that's not comfortable for you, just pardon me. I'm learning English. Remember, I'm from Uganda. English is not my first language, it's not my mother tongue and stuff like that, so I'm just mixing up words. So guys, don't be too excited for Uganda. Even Uganda has problems. We are still struggling. You hear some people in the opposition, they're saying that Uganda is bleeding. So don't rush for it, guys. Take it down. We are just a few years in independence, so don't give us too much. We already have too much on the table to deal with. The roads, I mean, I just did a video about the potholes in my country. They are horrible, terrible. So don't add the burden onto the big burden we already have. Being residents. Well, maybe something to supplement on this. Being resident / refugee is not citizenship rights. So about immigration point that I was telling you, if you're an immigrant, or you're a refugee, it doesn't give you citizenship rights. It's not automatic, guys. You know the process, guys. Read something, read the information, go to immigration offices, find out how they can help you to get into the system. But don't call these radio and TV guys to make you go viral or to make headlines. It's not going to help you. You have to follow the protocol. I mean, Uganda is a part of Africa. We all know it's summer every day. The ladies are beautiful. The people are kind. But it's not done that way. If you are a refugee or a resident in Uganda, it doesn't give you citizenship rights. You have to follow the protocol, guys. Come on. Guys, I'm actually excited because I didn't know that people have to be in Uganda like this. Because last time I checked, Ugandans are flying out like nobody business. Go to Dubai, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Oman. Go to South Africa. There's so many Ugandans over there. I mean, not as many as Nigerians or Zimbabweans, but I was like, oh, it gave me an impression that Uganda is not good. But now if I see Eritreans are demanding to be Ugandans, I'm like, whoa. As if that's not enough. Rwandans are also wanting to be Ugandans. I mean, maybe there are so many other groups that are still silent, but they also want to come up and demand to be. Oh man, Uganda is a part of Africa. What? I didn't know this, guys. Is this real? Anyway, guys, let's proceed. Then there is a point of loyalty conflict. So if you want to be, if these Eritreans, they really want to be Ugandans, I think there's gonna be a challenge of loyalty conflict. They're gonna have a conflict of loyalty. Who are they gonna side with? Because many of them still hold allegiance to Eritrea. So you cannot be Eritrean and be Ugandan at the same time. I understand you're gonna say dual citizenship and so stuff like that, but if you are demanding, then that means you probably have nothing to do with your previous or your real country. So you want to be a citizen of this particular country, in Uganda in this case. But most of them, they still have allegiance to their countries. They still have family there. I mean, it's not made sure, guys. It's not made sure. You have to come through the right procedures. So the other thing I wrote, Uganda, I think I already talked about this. Uganda struggles fast again. Ugandans are still having so many struggles. As I said, we have a lot on our table to deal with. The rate of unemployment, poverty, I mean, infrastructure development is still down, education, illiteracy, I mean, human rights. As men, usually I don't like to talk much about human rights, because even what's the yardstick for human rights? Sometimes the issue of human rights is being fronted by the wrong people, so it's not a big deal. But unemployment, poverty, I mean, land fragment. There's so many issues as Ugandans that we need to focus on. So if you guys want to be part of these issues, then I don't think it's worth it. I don't really think it's worth it. Brothers from Eritrea and sisters from Eritrea, you have to think about it. Then the other point is no shared sacrifice. Yeah, there's really no shared sacrifice between Uganda and Eritrea. I know we are all Africans, but we both fought for our own independence, so we are still developing countries. Eritrea and Uganda are still both developing countries. And the other thing is, now we don't have so much background of connection, like we've been in the same struggles, so we can feel sorry for you and stuff like that. I mean, if you see the country you guys are fighting to be in, it's not really worth it. It's not, and also the process of you wanting to be into it is not made sure. So guys, take it slow, take it easy. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Well, my then there's also culture integration gap. Whoa, guys, culture integration. I think I already mentioned this. Our cultures are way different. I mean, if you see the African map where Uganda is and where Eritrea is, it's quite different. Well, one thing that we have in similarity or in common is that our ladies are all beautiful. But well, the other thing I would say, guys, the culture gap is really bigger. It's so bigger, and also there is an allegation or there is rumors that Eritreans, they don't want to integrate, they don't want to diversify, they don't want to intermarry. They are segregative. That's what I would say. They are based on they're so into their tradition and tribe. They want to preserve their culture. So it's gonna be so hard for them to intermarry with Ugandans. So if you want to be Ugandans, then be Ugandans. Go away with your culture, go away with your previous identity, go away with your previous tribe and stuff like that. Be Ugandans, because as far as I know, Ugandans are a very free country. I can come from the western part of Uganda, go to the northern part, I get me a wife, or go to the central, get me another wife, go to the eastern. Like, this is Uganda, man. It's free. It's a free country. I do what I want to do. That's why you foreigners want to be part of this country. So I'm saying, if you want to be part of this country, you have to first make a research, make a background check. Do these guys intermarry? Do they care much more about the tribes, or they care much more about the humanity? Ubuntu. South Africans call it Ubuntu. In Uganda, we call it Ubuntu. So you don't have to be so much attached to your tribal background, and then you want to get into this space of Uganda. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, guys, I'm not an official. I'm just a concerned citizen trying to give you some light. Maybe I could be telling you the truth, or maybe I could be telling you actually the truth. Well, let's check the other point. Risk of opportunism. Well, about the risk of opportunism, maybe you guys are doing something fishy with our nationality, or you want to do something with our IDs. Maybe you want to benefit, you want travel benefits from the Ugandan ID or Ugandan citizenship. Yeah, that sounds like it, guys, because I don't know what really you guys are chasing, because I know Uganda is a developing country. Maybe you're looking for economic benefits, economic opportunities, but not something to do with patriotism, because now we should be questioning your levels of patriotism. How would you leave your country? Because you are, I'm sorry if my research is not wide enough, but one thing I would say, Eritrea is not as bad as Congo is right now. Eritrea is not as bad as Somalia is right now, or even Sudan. So I would question your patriotism before you demand to be part of Uganda or to be Ugandans. Well, guys, as I said, I'm not an immigration officer, I'm not a professional, I'm just a YouTuber, I'm just a proud citizen and a content creator pretty much. If you feel like I'm disrespecting your opinion, better you not disrespect mine, but teach me respectfully. You understand what I'm saying? Then the other one is legal predicament. So guys, imagine if we gave you citizenship. I'm not saying we as myself, or like Uganda, if Uganda gave you citizenship, what kind of precedent are we doing, or are we setting? Because I told you, Indians are demanding as well, Rwandans are demanding as well. Now before you know it, the ones that deserve it as Congolese will be also demanding. The Sudanese in the neighborhood, they will be demanding. I mean, this is not United Nations. I mean, I understand we are all Africans, but at sometimes, guys, let's not overdo ourselves. Let's not get too excited. That's the South African word I was looking for. Let's not get too excited, guys. Brothers from Eritrea. Well, I'm actually now picking so much interest into the Eritrean conversation. I'm gonna do some background check about Eritrea, what their languages are and stuff like that, because now I want to see why people do that so much. Because actually, guys, I want to give you a little story about my life in South Africa. At some point, I never wanted to seek asylum in South Africa because I proudly, arrogantly knew that I'm Ugandan, and I can never exchange that for it. I can never exchange my nationality, citizenship, for anything. I can never trade my nationality. So even when I was denied an asylum, I was like, no, it's fine. At some point, I'm going to go back home because I know home is home now. Look at me. I'm home. Nobody's chasing at me. Nobody's chasing me because I'm a free man. I feel so much comfortable at home than anywhere else in the world. I know I say South Africa is one of the most amazing country on the continent and arguably in the world, but I never said what I feel about Uganda because I don't know the English word to express my love for my country. So I don't really understand what you guys think about your countries. But anyhow, the last point, but also the other point I wanted to give about the legal predicament, it's pretty much what precedent would we be setting if we gave you citizenship after you demanded it. You don't come into someone's house and say, oh man, you know what, I want that lady, I want to marry, I demand to take that lady or your daughter. No man, it's not done like that. ERITREANS, come on, you can do better than that. Then my last point is free identity market. So now this point, free identity market, it pretty much means it's inherited, protected and bound by law. It's inherited, protected and bound by law. You have to go through the right procedure, law procedure or rule. You have to follow the right procedures, like it's in the law or in the constitutional mandates for one to follow the procedure to attain citizenship. You just don't stand in front of a camera and you say you need citizenship. If that was the case, so many people would be citizens in South Africa, because South Africa is an amazing country, developed, way much developed than Uganda, but so many people are struggling to be South Africans. Even after you sneak through or you bribe your way into citizenship in South Africa, at some point the law is going to catch up with you and you lose everything. You saw one Nigerian girl who had ran for Miss South Africa or Miss World, something of that sort, but she was in South Africa. So the immigration or Home Affairs in South Africa dug into her history, her background and ancestry and stuff like that. They found out both her parents were Nigerians, are illegally in South Africa, or they got illegal documents or South African nationality illegally, and then they were cancelled out and even deported to their country. So guys, I understand Uganda is a very good country. I know why they call it the Pearl of Africa. It's always summer every day. If it's not summer, it's rainy a little bit, just like yesterday. So I understand why you love this country so much, because we love it as well. Or even sometimes we have those guys who don't know how much of a good country our country is, that try to bad name it. But all I'm saying, guys, take it easy, slow down. I've forgotten the South African word again, but slow down, guys. Take it easy. Don't get too excited. ERITREANS, don't get too excited. Take it easy. That's not how you request for citizenship. There's the right protocol, right ways, right procedure you have to follow. I know all this has become because of the good president and the peace that the gentleman or the old man Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has fought for and made sure it's still in existence for 40 years now. And that's why at the end of this video, I want to ask you guys, if you are voters, Ugandan voters, please vote for the old man with the yellow hat, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. I will vote for him. That's why actually I came here 2025. In next year 2026, God willing, I'm gonna vote for the old man. Come what may. You see, even foreigners are fighting to be Ugandans, and then some crazy Ugandans are fighting to be foreigners. We are in a world of IDIOSM. Actually IDIOCY. Because I mean, if someone is fighting to come into my house and I'm stupidly fighting to leave the house because my dad is not treating me right, or I don't understand how my dad is treating me, then who is wrong? Anyhow, guys, at the end I want to ask you Eritreans to understand my points. Read through clearly, watch the video clearly, and to you South Africans watching, man, I know, guys, it feels nice to fight for your country. Like in this case, I know someone is gonna say, your points are weak and stuff like that. That's how I understand it. That's how, because I'm not a technical man in this area. I don't really know the immigration process. But one thing I know for sure, there's no country, be it the US, be it the UK, there's no country you could go to and just demand for its citizenship. Recently you saw the US, or the president of the US, Trump, is trying to bring asylum seekers to Uganda because they cannot take them into their country. If the US can do such a thing, imagine what would Uganda do? I mean, and then you guys, you're so free that you can just demand. Well, I don't know if they used a wrong word, they used a wrong English word, but even if it was for asking, you don't just ask. You don't really just go ask. If asking was a thing, I would have gone to Kenya and asked to be a citizen, a Kenyan citizen, because Kenya is a nice country as well. But man, Uganda is so nice. Now we feel proud. And lastly, again, I want to say thank you very much to the President of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni Tubahawurwa, the old man of our generation. We really thank you for the great job done, and we pray that God keeps you alive for a couple of years to come. I know some people are praying in the opposite way, but God has a good plan for you, because now 40 years is not an easy road to drive on. But yeah, the guy is still here. Anyhow, guys, I can't wait to see Eritrean subscribers coming and confessing on my channel or commenting respectfully. If you comment disrespectfully, I'm gonna block you. Yeah, because man, I'm home, man. Guys, I'm so happy and excited. Anyhow, guys, if you've watched till this far, thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe, like, share, and comment.